Hello dear students, this is the second part of today's video. So let's start. Listening to them, I see two distinct words. One of the family, caught in a wave of poverty, burdened by the stigma of caste in which they are born. It means during the discussion with the young men, with the people who were living in Firozabad and making Bengals, writer listened two words. Writer particularly paid attention towards two words, and those words were caught in the wave of poverty, burdened and stigma of caste. Means there was casteism. People were treated on the basis of caste. If a person born in a family which was engaged in Bengal making, then particularly children of that family will produce bangles, will make bangles. So this was the system in Firozabad. It was slowly became caste based. The other obvious circle of the Sahukars, the middlemen. And the other word was the vicious circle of Sahukars. It means Sahukars or middlemen, they used to give money on interest to common and poor people of Firozabad, and they had to take high interest from those poor people. And in this way, those poor people generally would be unable to repay their money, and that's why that loan was transferred to the son and daughters of the poor men who have taken the loan from middlemen or sahukars. The policemen, the keepers of law, the bureaucrats, and the politicians. So these are other some words like policemen, the keepers of law, the bureaucrats, and politicians. Together they have imposed the baggage on the child that he cannot put down. So altogether, these people, policemen, bureaucrats, politicians, middlemen, they have put so much burden on the children, on the shoulders of children, that they could not put down that burden from their shoulders. And they were completely caught in that vicious circle, money making circle of middlemen. Before he is aware, he accepts it as naturally as his father. And before any child who admits what happened to his father and what burden is on his shoulders, he generally accepts that burden and starts struggle. And to do anything else would mean to dare. And daring is not part of their growing up. When I sense a flash of it in Mukesh, I am cheered. So those people, those young people, could not think anything else than making Bengals, and such type of thinking was meaning to dare. And those young people, those poor downtrodden young people, have no darings in their life, in their character. And when the writer listened from Mukesh, heard from Mukesh that he wanted to be a motor mechanic, so it was quite a different thing, a good thing, a courageous thing, a dream from a boy of middleman, I mean poor man, who became courageous enough to think in some other way. So it was a good thing, and when the writer listened, sorry, heard it from Mukesh, the writer became very happy. I want to be a motor mechanic, he repeats. Then Mukesh again repeats his words, to be a motor mechanic. He will go to a garage and learn, but the garage is a long away from his home. I will walk, he insists. Then he shares his plans that he will go to a garage and will learn there the work of a mechanic. But the problem was that the garage was too far away from his house. Then he insisted that he will go on foot to that garage, and then he will learn the work of a mechanic, how to repair a car. So he was confident enough for being a car mechanic. Do you also dream of flying a plane? He is suddenly silent. No, he says, staring at the ground. Then writer asks Mukesh for any other wish. Then he, then she asked if Mukesh wanted to fly a plane. At this question, for some time Mukesh became completely silent, and after that, after breaking his silence, looking at the ground, he answered no. He did not want to fly any aeroplane, he wanted to just be a mechanic. He says, staring at the ground. In his small murmur, there is an embarrassment that has not yet turned into regret. When he answered in a murmuring sound, there was some feeling of embarrassment, which did not yet turn into regret. He is contented to dream of cars that he sees hurling down the streets of this town. Few aeroplanes fly over Firozabad. And Mukesh was completely contented to his dream of being a mechanic, as he thought that so many cars were running in the roads and streets of Firozabad, and only few planes fly over that city Firozabad, which was very famous for Bengal industry. So chapter completes here, and in these two parts, first one and second one. In first part there was a story of Sahab, and second part there is a story of Mukesh. So by these two parts and this chapter, the lost spring, the writer Anis Jung tries to convey the condition of the poor Bengal makers who were living in Firozabad. So dear students, chapter completes here, and if you have any problem regarding this chapter, you can ask either through comment box or you can contact me. Okay, okay, watch these videos completely, and if you have any query, then ask. Thank you. Bye bye.